today's lesson, elective ICT. The topic is data communication. Data communication. Before we start, we'll ask what is data and what is communication. What is data and what is communication? So in our own words, data is a collection of raw or unprocessed facts, and communication is the exchange of information from one point to another. So now know what data communication is. So in our own words, we briefly define data communication, and data communication is the exchange of data between two or more devices using different transmission media. The exchange of data between a source and a receiver. Data communication aims at transfer of data and maintenance of data. It aims at transfer of data and maintenance of data. The physical connection between network computing device is established using either cable media or wireless media. A common example of data communication is connecting your laptop to a Wi-Fi. This action requires a wireless media to send and receive data from a remote server. Yes, this action requires the medium of the action of a wireless media. Try to connect your computer to the Wi-Fi. So let's look at components of data communication. A data communication system is comprises of the following. We have the message, we have the sender, the receiver, the medium, and the protocol. So these five things comes together to form components of data communication. Now let's look at them in brief. Message. The message talks about the data to be transmitted or communicated, which include numbers, text, photos, sounds, videos, or any combination of this. Any combination of them, maybe sound and text, numbers and text, combination of any of the two. Then we have the sender, the device or the person or the phone, the tablet that generates and send the message is for the sender. Then the receiver is the device or the person that is receiving the message, which is different from that of what the sender. The media talks about the path, the channel, the medium through which the message is carried through. So the channel through which the message is carried from the sender to the receiver, such as the twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber, optical cable, or wireless media. Yes. Then the protocol is a set of what rules governing the communication between two computers. The rules that are followed by both the sender and the receiver. Now this is just a typical example of the components of what data communication. We have the sender and we have the receiver. We have the media, or that is, then at the top is what the message that has been composed. So from one source to another, which is what the source is what the sender and the another is the receiver. Now let's look at the protocol. Protocol performs the following functions: 1. Data squeezing. Then 2. Data routing. Then data formatting, flow control, error control. We have precedence and order of transmission. We have connection established and termination. We have data security and login information. So under the protocol does that these 9 steps. Let me take them over again. The functions of the protocol, that is the sets of rules governing data communication. We have data squeezing, data routing, we have data formatting, flow control, error control, precedence and order of transmission, connection establishment and termination, data security, and login information. These are the rules and regulations governing data communication, that is the protocol. Now under the protocol as a set of rules that is followed by every computer connected to the internet, and they are, we have the TCP, which is a transmission protocol, and the IP internet protocol. We have types of data communication. We have simple communication, data communication, and this how the simple is from one. It is a one-way communication from one sender to another. It means it is only one person who can send in this instance. Then we have half duplex communication, which is what a two-way communication or data communication, which this person can send and the other one can send, but each can be done at a time. One can be done at a time. Then this is it. So you can see sender A sending, then sender B will be receiving. So at the time sender B will be sending, sender A will be receiving. Then we have full duplex communication, which is also a two-way, but both of them can send at the same time. Whilst this one is sending, the other one too is what sending. That is what full duplex communication. The two can be done at the same time. It is also called simultaneous. It is done simultaneously. We have communication channels. Communication channels are the medium that connects two or more devices. Devices can be connected by either wired media or wireless media. It is also known as a transmission medium. The transmission medium or channel is a link that carries messages or data between two or more devices. We can group the communication media into two categories. We have the guarded transmission and unguarded transmission. So guarded transmission, this transmission medium, the physical link is created using wires or cables between two or more computers or devices, and then the data is transmitted using these cables in terms of signals. Guarded media transmission is of the following types. We have twisted pair cable, we have under twisted pair cable, we have under twisted pair cable, we have the unshelled twisted pair cables, and we have shielded twisted pair cables. So these are examples of the twisted pair cables. Then we have the coaxial cables, consist of a solid wire core that is surrounded by one or more folds or wire shells, and this the example of it, also the picture showing the layers and the labelings. Then we have optical fiber cables, which is also an important technology. It transmits a large amount of data at a very high speed, due to which it is widely used in internet connectivity or internet cables. Then we have the core, that is the parts here, core, the clouding, the cells, and this the picture here, and this how it has been simplified out. Then the unguided media. The unguided transmission media is also a transmission mode in which the signals are propagated from one device to another device using a wireless signal. So example of the unguided media is one, microwaves, radio wave, infrared, and so on and so forth. So this brings us to the end of our lessons. Thank you.